Hey, so I just left from a shoot, recording a message, the second part of a message, or, or second part of a second message in a series. It was on gifts, and I still don't know the name yet. I got to name it, but it's on gifts, our God-given gifts, right? And it's the second part because the first message was on purpose, and this was on our what our gifts are and how we use them for God for our purpose, right? And why we're given our gifts. All right, but one of the points that I didn't make in the message was, and I didn't include it just because um, it would have made the message too long, and just it didn't fit the flow, right? So, and I usually have extras, like extra points of a message that I don't include if it doesn't like quite fit the flow. So, and if I have enough of those, I make a whole message out of it. But anyway, yeah, the point that I didn't include was comparison, right? And how much comparison is a killer, like how like terrible comparison really is, because we when we get into the comparison game, we what happens is, and the comparison mindset what happens is that we insult God, right? So it's like slapping him in the face. It's like slapping God in the face because he thinks of us as uniquely made, right? We're his masterpiece. So he calls us his masterpiece. We're his masterpiece made in his image, uniquely made, uniquely gifted. And when we compare ourselves to other people, what we're saying is that uh, our creator got it wrong, right? Or our creator made a mistake with us, right? Because he didn't give us what he gave somebody else, or he didn't equip us with what he equipped other people with, or he didn't make us the way that he made other people. And that's a big no no, because you wouldn't do that to a master painter, right? You wouldn't go up to Michelangelo or Da Vinci, and you wouldn't go up to them and say, hey, you made a mistake on this masterpiece, on this painting, right? You wouldn't do that to any musician. You wouldn't walk up to Prince or Michael Jackson or whatever. I don't, them the only two I can think of. Like but you wouldn't walk up to them. These masters of music and song and singing and stuff like that. And masters of making songs. You wouldn't go up to them afterwards and say, yeah, you missed a spot on this song, or you should have made it like this other song, or you should have did that. No, you don't do that to any master creator. And God is the ultimate creator. He's the source of creativity, right? That's where creativity comes from. He is the creator and the source of creativity. So he's the master creator, and he calls us his masterpiece. So you don't go to him and say, I wish I had this or that, or I wish you made me like, or I wish I could do this or that, because that's an insult. He's thinking, if he says you're his masterpiece, then you're equipped with everything that he wanted you to be equipped with. You're made uniquely the way he wanted you to be made, specifically down to the detail, right? So, yeah, let's stop insulting God with our comparison. And then comparison is just, it's a terrible thing to get into, because it's it's silly. Really, it really is silly, because we don't all have the same like race. We don't all have the same, and not race in I'm talking now, like not like nationality or anything like that. I mean, we don't all have the same. We're not running the same race. We're not in the same lane. We all have our own path, right? So think about like fruit, like a apple and a banana, and a watermelon and a lemon, all of them arguing about who's the better protein, right? Who's the best protein, right? That's ridiculous, right? That's why that's what comparison is. It's ridiculous. Um, we argue about things where we're not even in the same category, right? So, or to make it better, to make the example better, let's say Apple is arguing with a pork tenderloin about who's the better protein, and the Apple thinks, no, I'm the better. I should be I should have everything that the pork has and everything. Like, that's ridiculous. You're not in the same lane. You're not. So of course you're not going to be made. You're not going to be made the same, so you can't compare it. It's literally not apples to apples, right? Yeah, comparison is silly. Let's not fall into that trap. And let's be comfortable and appreciative and grateful that God made us uniquely made the way He made us, right? Let's celebrate how peculiar we are, and how specifically made and unique we are, right? And thank God for His masterwork. They thank Him instead of insulting Him and saying I don't, and complaining about what you don't have, or how you're not equipped, or what how you want to be more like this person, that person. No, like, to cure that, be grateful for what you do have, who you are, how you are made, and thank God for that, right? And then go to God and ask Him to open up your mind to understand how He has made you, because sometimes we don't even tap into all the gifts that we have, all the fullness of the gifts, right? How we can use them in multiple ways. I'll touch on that in the message too. So yeah, go to God. He equipped you with what you need to be equipped with. He's given you all the gifts and all the abilities. Ask Him how to best use those gifts, and ask Him for multiple uses. Like, what are other ways you can use them? Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I think I'll probably start doing this every time I like leave from recording a message. If the audio is not like terrible, because you probably can hear the road. But if the audio is not like too terrible, I'll keep doing these videos after I shoot, and give you some like points, give you some extra goodie treats, like extra little treats that I didn't include in the message. Right? All right.